You already know what you're capable of. That's the problem. You don't suffer from a lack of dreams. You suffer from the gap between who you are and who you know you could be. And that gap follows you everywhere. Into your mornings, into your nights, into every quiet moment when the phone goes down and the silence gets too loud. You feel it. You've always felt it. This tension between the person you imagine and the person you actually are when no one is watching. And here's what makes it worse. You're not lazy in the way people think. You don't lack hunger. You have plenty of that. You can feel the desire burning somewhere inside you. Real, urgent, almost painful sometimes. But something keeps stopping you. Something always stops you. And you've told yourself, it's the time, the circumstances, the mood, the energy. But deep down, in the part of you that doesn't lie, you know that's not it. So what is it? Let me tell you something about the mind of a person who carries big desires but can't seem to move. Your brain is not broken. It is not weak. It is actually doing exactly what it was built to do. It is protecting you from effort, from uncertainty, from the terrifying possibility that you try, really try, and it still doesn't work. That fear is not small. It is enormous. And your brain, designed for survival, reads that fear and offers you the easiest exit it can find. Your phone, a show, a nap. Another hour gone. Another day added to the list of days you'll never get back. This is not a character flaw. This is psychology. But understanding it is not enough. Because you've watched the videos. You've read the threads. You felt inspired at 11 p.m. and forgotten everything by noon the next day. Inspiration without structure is just emotion. And emotion fades. Here's what nobody tells you honestly. Motivation is not the engine. Motivation is the spark. Sparks die. What keeps the fire going is something quieter, something less exciting, something that doesn't feel like a feeling at all. It feels more like a decision. A cold, clear decision made in the absence of any feeling whatsoever. The decision to sit down anyway. To open the work anyway. To take the first step even when your body is pulling you in the opposite direction with everything it has. That decision, made repeatedly, over days you don't remember, over mornings that felt impossible, over nights when you wanted to quit, that is what builds a life, not the moments of fire, the moments of choice when there is no fire. Think about your day yesterday. Be honest. You woke up and the intention was there, clean, full of possibility. But then the phone was there too. And the phone is engineered by the smartest teams on the planet to keep you exactly where you are, scrolling, watching, comparing, consuming. 1 hour, 2 hours, and then the guilt settles in like weather. Gray, heavy, familiar. You tell yourself you'll start after this, after lunch, after this episode, after you feel better, but better never comes on its own. You have to build better. You have to manufacture it through action, not wait for it to arrive. And this is where people like you get stuck in a loop that can last years. Not because you don't care, because you care too much. Your standards are high. Your vision is sharp. You can see exactly what success looks like, exactly how good the work should be, exactly what kind of person you want to become. And because that picture is so vivid and so perfect, anything less feels like failure before it even begins. So you wait. For readiness that will never come. For perfect conditions that don't exist. For a version of yourself that only appears on the other side of starting, not before it. Perfectionism is not discipline wearing a mask. Perfectionism is fear wearing a mask. It is your mind giving you permission to never begin. And every day you wait, you are not resting. You are retreating. You are teaching your brain that your goals are optional, that your desires are negotiable. That comfort is more important than the life you claim to want. Look at the people around you, the ones you compare yourself to online. You scroll their progress and you feel something complicated, admiration mixed with something that burns. But here's what you don't see in those posts. You don't see the mornings they showed up when nothing in them wanted to. You don't see the bad work they produced before the good work was possible. You don't see the version of them that failed quietly, adjusted, and kept going without telling anyone. Consistency is invisible until suddenly it isn't. And by the time you see results on someone else, they have already put in thousands of hours you never witnessed. You are not behind. You are just not started. And there is only one cure for not started. Start. Not when the mood arrives. Not when the plan is perfect. Not when your environment is ideal. Now. With the version of yourself you have today, which is imperfect and uncertain and exactly enough to take one step, one paragraph, one page, one task, 15 minutes of real, focused, undistracted work towards something that matters to you. That's all. Not a transformation. Not a revolution. Just 15 minutes, taken seriously, given fully. And then tomorrow, 15 minutes again. That's it. That's the whole secret they sell in books and courses and seminars. Not because it sounds impressive. Because it works. Because momentum is built in units so small that your fear doesn't notice them. And by the time your fear figures out what's happening, you've already moved. Your environment is working against you right now. This is not a metaphor. Your phone is in your hand or within reach, and it has already interrupted you several times today. Your space is probably not set up for focus. Your default behavior when uncomfortable is to reach for something comfortable. This is not a willpower problem. Willpower runs out. This is a design problem. Successful people don't outwill their distractions. They remove them. They make distraction harder than focus. They build a space that works with them instead of against them. That's structure. Not glamorous, not viral, but real. Put the phone down. Not beside you. Away. Close what doesn't matter. Protect 1 hour like it is the most important hour of your life. Because it is. Every hour you reclaim from distraction is an hour returned to your own future. And your future is being built right now, in real time, whether you are building it intentionally or letting it be shaped by algorithms. Stop consuming so much about the life you want. Start building it in small pieces. The gap between knowing and doing is not filled with more knowing. It's filled with doing badly, doing anyway, improving slowly, and not quitting when it feels pointless. Every person you admire was once where you are. Every result you want started as a decision made when nothing felt certain. You were not lazy. Say that to yourself and mean it. You are someone with an enormous desire trapped under layers of fear, distraction, and the habit of avoidance. And habits can change, not overnight, not dramatically. One small decision at a time, made on ordinary days that don't feel significant, in moments that feel too small to matter. Those are exactly the moments that matter most. Stop waiting to feel like the person you want to be. Become them in the act of doing what they do. Action doesn't follow identity. Identity follows action. You become disciplined by acting disciplined once when you didn't feel like it. Then again. Then again. Until one day the resistance is quieter, not gone. Quieter. And you are already moving before it has time to stop you. This is not the video that's going to change your life. You are the only thing that changes your life. But maybe this is the moment. The one where something lands differently. The one where you close this, set a timer, and do the thing. Not perfectly. Not impressively. Just honestly. Just once. And then again tomorrow. The version of you that you've been dreaming about, they're not somewhere out in the future waiting for you to arrive. They are built, quietly, in every moment you choose action over avoidance. In every day you show up, in every small, forgettable decision to do the work when you had every excuse not to. That person is waiting, not out there. In you, already, right now. Go find them.